The sheriff tells me after following up on countless leads in this case, the lead that would break the case is one that actually came in a few weeks ago. Some of them were damaged so badly that they now have signs like this one saying that they're condemned. State's Attorney Allison Healy said that the murder of Rachel Morin was one of the most brutal and violent offenses she's ever seen happen here. We're starting to see people coming out of the State House. This is a group of people right here that just came out, but you also see there's still a very active police presence. They tell me at the time they didn't know what was going on. They thought it was an explosion or an earthquake. There are a lot of people here in Federal Hill who are against this BGE work. You can see several of them have these flyers in their front windows. 6 people were shot here on Paddington Place in Annapolis. 3 of those people have died. The air here smells like bleach, and there appears to be a puddle of it here on the ground. We've got Cuppy. He's ready for this game. I would ask him some questions, but I don't think Cuppy talks. Vic, for the last 10 months, Patty Morin has been solely focusing on finding her daughter's killer. Now that there has been an arrest, she says that she's feeling a mix of emotions. Patty Morin had almost given up hope.
I mean, there's 8 billion people in the world.
She didn't think there would be an arrest in her daughter Rachel's murder.
And they found the one person out of 8 billion people. That's an amazing feat.
She sat down with WJZ for an exclusive one-on-one interview after the Harford County Sheriff announced the arrest of a suspect, Victor Martinez Hernandez. He was taken into custody in Oklahoma Friday night. Detectives called Patty earlier that morning to let her know they found him.
I was just so very grateful that they didn't give up, that she wasn't that folder on the desk that I was afraid might happen.
She says the arrest has ended a 10-month-long nightmare for her family, but has also brought on new grief.
It takes and shatters all the things that you had put up to kind of buffer yourself from the pain. And now you have to face the reality that she really is gone.
The lead that led deputies to the suspect came in a few weeks ago on a day that holds a lot of meaning for the Morin family. Rachel's birthday.
What do you think she was trying to tell you?
I think she was trying to say, don't give up, Mom.
Now, Patty is looking ahead, preparing for the judicial process. The suspect is expected to be extradited back to Maryland soon.
We're just at the beginning of this, as you know,
Yes.
with him still being in Oklahoma. Do you have any unanswered questions?
I have a lot of questions. Some of them I can imagine why, but I'm sure time will tell us the truth.
And Patty tells me that she is grateful for the community for all of the tips that they have called in, but she says she still needs their help. She wants anyone who knows the suspect or saw him in the days leading up to the murder or after to contact the Harford County Sheriff's Office. Our team coverage continues tonight with WJZ investigator Mike Helgren. Well, Rick and Vic, as you know, we are in the middle of session right now, so there were many lawmakers, staff, and even media inside the State House conducting business as usual when this threat came in. The people that I talked to told me that when all of this happened, they were scared because they weren't sure what was going on. Tense.
We saw multiple police with their rifles or pistols drawn.
And frantic moments at the Maryland State House Thursday.
They closed the doors. We stayed right where we were.
Annapolis police say around 5 p.m. they got a call from someone threatening to target the State House. Within minutes, several law enforcement agencies swarmed the area and placed the building on lockdown. Some people were evacuated from the building while others had to shelter in place, like Senator Johnny Ray Salling from Baltimore County. He was in a state budget meeting at the time.
I think we were the last to know since we were on the very top floor.
Salling and other lawmakers WJZ spoke with say little information was given to them about what was happening.
We were told first there was an active shooter, then there was a threat.
We actually found out what was going on through news reports on our cell phones.
Oh my God, what's going on? Why'd they get up there?
Outside of the State House, John Pica, who used to be a state senator and now has an office nearby, recorded video from his window. He let people take shelter in his office.
We had about 15 people in the office for about an hour, hour and a half.
Armed officers with canines swept the building for about 2 hours until the lockdown was lifted at 6:52 p.m. Even though the lockdown ended peacefully, many are concerned something like this happened in the middle of session.
We don't want to see these type of things. We don't want to see people, threatening our institutions.
According to a spokesperson from the state, after the lockdown was lifted, everyone was evacuated from the State House. That includes the governor and the lieutenant governor. We have not heard from police at this point if they know where this threat originated from. Reporting live tonight in Annapolis, Jessica Alpert for WJZ. These proposed cuts would not only get rid of teaching positions, but also would eliminate a slew of other programs, ranging from academics like AP exams and gifted and talented programs to extracurriculars like sports, band, and chorus. We spoke to many parents who are outraged and are calling on county leaders to do something.
Don't we matter? Don't we matter?
Cecil County families.
We now are in a crisis and people are starting to see that.
Rallying together to fight for their children's education.
You can't toy with people's children.
In a shock to many Wednesday night, the Cecil County Superintendent unveiled a proposed budget for next school year that includes about $20 million worth of cuts. 150 jobs, 113 of which are teaching positions, are on the chopping block. So are essential school programs.
It definitely upsets me as a parent.
Brianna Dill has 4 kids in the district. After she agreed to interview with us, she quickly gathered other concerned parents for a rally.
Don't we matter?
Knowing that 113 are getting cut and they have families, it's upsetting.
The budget shortfall is largely due to the fact that money given to the district during the pandemic is set to expire in September. However, the president of the Cecil County Teachers Union also tells us the district isn't receiving enough money from the county to cover inflation.
Historically, our county has always provided us money over maintenance of effort, and for the past 3 years, we've only been funded at that basic level.
The school board will vote on the budget at the end of February. The budget will then go to County Executive Danielle Hornberger, who will ultimately determine how much funding the district will get. WJZ contacted Hornberger's office for comment. We were told that since the county executive will not receive the budget until next month, she cannot comment on it right now.
Thank you.
In the meantime, parents are now working with community grassroots organizations to fight for funding.
These children are our future, and if you do not provide them with adequate resources and adequate services and support, they're no longer going to be able to be the best that they can be.
These parents tell me they do not plan on backing down. They say they will be attending the next county council and school board meetings in 2 weeks to voice their concerns. Reporting in Cecil County, Jessica Alpert for WJZ.